Hello, everybody. We have a great show for you tonight. Lindsay and I are hanging out, chatting all about the fun, crazy horror happenings. Stay tuned. All right, here we are with the background of the ghost train and me possibly frozen once again. HorrorBuzz Live. That's funny. Okay, so this week we decided Lindsay and I would just sit and chat, hang out, and talk about horror. Lindsay, let's go ahead with you. How's it going?
It's going. It's going well. Finally getting over.
Are you still rehearsing that crazy show?
I am. As long as you see wigs behind me, that's exactly what that means. I feel like I live here, and maybe I'll die here too. So who knows?
Oh my God! Then you could be the theater ghost.
I know, it's kind of a afterlife goal of mine to be able to haunt somewhere.
That's not uncool. You could be the reason a ghost light is lit. I mean, come on.
That would be cool, and I would spend all of my ghost energy turning it off, and like flying wigs would be going around, and it would be the best. I would be the best theater ghost.
So I do have to apologize to our viewers. Yesterday, we did not do our show as would be normally scheduled, but I was invited to a premiere, and luckily I have pictures to share. So
picture didn't happen.
Well, then clearly it did. So what we're going to do is Lindsay's going to give us the rundown. We're going to chat, and then who knows? All right. So go for it.
All right. Quick and dirty. Let's just do it. So we have a couple movies that are coming out this week. So the first one's coming out to Shudder, and this is a film called Teddy. This is about a 20-something named Teddy, and he works as a temp in a massage parlor, and he also is in a foster home. So he must be like early 20s if he's still in his foster home. And his girlfriend Rebecca is going to be graduating soon, so life seems like it's going pretty good for Teddy. And they are in the throes of summer, and all of a sudden he is scratched by a mysterious beast in the woods. And now things start to happen for Teddy, and some farmers have been hunting these mysterious beasts for months. So you can probably guess it has to do with werewolves. And if you are into creature features, and this one is like kind of a dark comedy. So if that's your jam, then check out Teddy, coming to Shudder on Thursday, August 5th. And August 6th, that's a Friday, we have The Last Matinee. That is about an audience attending the last showing of a horror film in these. Oh.
Okay, wait. I totally thought that was The Last Manatee, and I was like,
I mean, they are endangered, so.
No, I know. I was like real world, like concerned. But okay, The Last Matinee. Go ahead. Sorry.
The Last Matinee. It is not The Last Manatee. No manatees were harmed in the making of this film, so don't worry. An audience attends the last showing of a horror film in this small town, their little downtown cinema that they have, and they start being terrorized by a murderer who picks them off one by one. And the only person who notices that something strange is going on is the projectionist's daughter. So I don't know why she's there. She's just kind of hanging around the theater. So this sounds like kind of a slasher. Maybe it's comedic. I'm not too sure. But if this sounds like something you'd want to check out, it's going to be on video on demand and on demand streaming platforms this Friday, August 6th. And of course, with our events, the list is huge. It just continues to get bigger and bigger as we approach the spooky season. And I'll open with the one I usually open with because it's always so much fun to talk about. Delusion has announced their latest theme, and I know we've talked about it for a couple weeks now. Look at that poster, everybody. Reaper's Remorse. Doesn't it look deliciously dark? I mean, it's going to be really awesome. It follows Esther Phillips, who is an eccentric collector of artifacts, and these artifacts are more than just old things. They have beings tied to them, and it acts as a bit of a ethereal prison. And the latest acquisition is her most dangerous yet and may have some dark personal ties. So you, as a guest, have been given a rare invitation to explore Esther's collection and see the epic story of Esther Phillips. So if you are interested, there are very, very, very few tickets left. The whole thing is close to being sold out. And when I say close, I'm talking like 1 or 2 tickets every day in random places. So if you're looking to check it out, you better get on this clickety clack with those fingers on the keyboard after HorrorBuzz Live ends, and then you get your tickets. We have general admission for $89.99, and we have the VIP experience, and that includes a special access to an entirely different floor. You get to explore an extensive area of Esther's collection that's only exclusive to VIPs, and you get to have a personal interaction with a eccentric house guest, we'll say. The VIP tickets are $119 and include everything I just said. So it's a pretty awesome deal. Grab those tickets because they are not going to last for very much longer. And we also have the Tent of Terror Haunt. I mentioned these guys last week. I'm going to mention them again today because their haunt, which is located in Hemet, California, is currently open right now. So if you just can't wait for the fog to roll in this fall, you better get on it now because they have decided, being the kind, wonderful people that they are, they wanted to extend their season because they know everybody's been chomping at the bit to get a taste of haunt. So they are running from now until October 31st on Fridays and Saturdays. And this is in Hemet, California, I mentioned. And they run from 8:30 to 11 p.m. You can get your tickets online at tent.ofterror.com, or you can bring cash with you in person and give it to them straight that way. Adults are $10 and kids 12 and under are $7. So come and check it out. They've got kind of a big top, scary circus kind of a theme going. It's full of special effects, scary lighting, fog, lots of loud noises, crazy characters, and the like.
Clowns, really? Clowns?
Yeah, I actually love scary clowns. I know a lot of people have that,
Ah,
like, I forget the actual phobia, the name of it, but
oh God, I'm gonna mess up the pronunciation. Colrophobia. Everybody, feel free to clock me, but
yeah.
I'm one of them. Moving
Oh,
on.
really?
Moving
Oh,
on. Moving on.
moving on. Moving on. So this August 5th. So coming very closely. I think that's tomorrow. What's today? It's today, August 4th. Today's August 4th. So August 5th, that is Thursday, we have Spooksy Boo's Spooky Art Walk. And if you are not familiar with that, Spooksy Boo likes to put on events in the Southern California, Orange County area. And this is a night of shopping, music, food, all kinds of fun things like that. And they're encouraging people to come dressed in their Halloween best. But the art walk is lots of Halloween spooky centered art. So if you're into art, if you love to see people creating things, then this is the event for you. So you get to come and walk amongst all this gorgeous art, and then you can interact with some vendors, purchase some goods, have some wonderful food. This is going to be from 5 to 11 p.m. and it's going to be out in Corona. You can go ahead and get your tickets on Spooksy Boo Events, SPOOKSIEBOO events.com. And we also have another event with Spooksy Boo later on this month that we can look forward to. This is the Ghouls Night Out. So you can don your darkest robes and dress up in your like witchy glam and attend. It's a very much like all the other haunt things that we've been seeing without the actual haunt events. You have vendors, you have food. Where this differs a little bit is it's completely free to attend. Reservations do have to be made on their website that I just mentioned, but there is a $20 sanctuary experience. And what that is you get to go to the Emmanuel Presbyterian Church, which is where this is located. It's located just outside. And if you pay to go into this sanctuary experience, they have kind of a spooky photo op set up. And if you are familiar with the Emmanuel Presbyterian Church, you'll know that it's been the location for a lot of music videos. So, for example, it was the setting for Helena by My Chemical Romance. So, if you're an MCR fan and several other bands, you can even look it up, Emmanuel Presbyterian Church. The list is long. So, you can relive some music video glory by attending that event. And that is August 21st and 22nd from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. So, vendors, food trucks, and a reason to dress up. What more do you need? And moving right along, also ending this week. So August 8th, which I believe is Sunday, we have the Clue live walking experience. This is at Westfield Mall in Century City. So if you're a fan of the board game or the film, because the film is so great, I watch it every fall. I don't even know why. It doesn't really count. Just because there's a murder doesn't make it a like spooky movie, but you know.
Okay. But
Hold on.
first of all, who wants to go to Century City? But that aside, like I remember when I'm dating myself, but I remember when the film came out, and forgive me, but it was just an okay critical response.
Well, I mean,
But then
probably. Are you talking about
yeah.
real critics? Oh, wow. What do they
Well,
know?
I mean, real critics, what is that anyway? But like, you know, it was okay. And it just did okay. And I know several people, including myself, that tried to go to the different theaters to see the different endings. But what do you know? It grew into a thing. So, and
As
now,
do a lot of those types of movies, I think. They tend to not do well in the box office, and then one day they just become cult hits.
but I will say it deserves it. There's some
Absolutely.
Madeline
They
Kahn,
say you can tell a
Flame.
lot about a person by what film of Tim Curry they know. So,
I know all of them, even Oscars.
with
Anyway, keep going.
Well, this is an interactive murder mystery walking experience, and it is family friendly. So if you're looking for something that you can get the kiddos involved in, then this is for you. It's immersive. You get to interrogate live actors and put those investigative skills to the test. So if you've always thought that you were the best at Clue, well, here's your chance to really, really test that out. Dates have been running since July and they go until August 8th. The experience is 90 minutes ish long, so about an hour and a half long. And I mentioned it's at the Westfield Mall in Century City. The tickets are based on date and time, and they start at $39 for weekday admission and they go up to $49 for weekend admission. So this is the last week. If you want to get tickets for that, you can go to feverup.com, FEVER up.com. And moving right along, we have a lot to look forward to in September. September is like, obviously, it's the beginning of haunt season, and we really start to see a lot of fun things pop up. So, a couple things that I want to put on your radar, just because the post-pandemic event frenzy, things pop up, and as soon as they pop up, they get sold out because everybody's itching for things to do. I want to make sure to put these things on your radar now, so you can get tickets if you want. So September 12th, that's a Sunday. I believe it's the second Sunday, or maybe it's the third, I'm not sure, but it is a Sunday. We have Creep It Real OC. It is a expo that is coming to the Heritage Museum of Orange County, and it's going to be from 12 to 6 p.m. on that Sunday. And it's just for a chance for the Halloween loving community to come together and celebrate all things Halloween. So there's going to be a market-like bazaar, of course, where you can find all kinds of oddities from different vendors. And you can check out the Kellogg House at the Heritage Museum, which is reportedly haunted by actual ghosts. You can take a hike through the old swamp, and you can also see a congregation of hearses on display. So if you're a fan of old hearses, then this might be something you'd like to see, because this is rooted in history. So they like to present a lot of the history of Halloween and the history of death, for lack of a better term. There's going to be the Orange County Ghostbusters. So if you want to pose with the lovely Ghostbusters, then please do. Oh, Norm, yes.
Interjection.
Interjection.
So, incidentally, speaking of death, I was curious about setting up a field trip. I don't know if they're open, but I've always been curious to go to the Museum of Death in Hollywood. So,
I know a few people that have went, and I've heard it is wild. They cover everything.
well, in the comments, let me know if you'd like to go, but you're like, I want to go with a group. So let me know. Let me know.
I think based on what I've heard about it, a group is probably a good idea. And if you like the smell of formaldehyde, then you'll like to go. If you don't, then maybe don't go, because I've heard it just completely reeks of formaldehyde in there. Anyway, back to Creep It Real OC. You can interact with all kinds of haunters that are going to be there. There's going to be some mini maze interactions, CDC compliance pending, but right now that is their intention to have all that. So be on the lookout for that. There's also going to be a costume contest and all kinds of giveaways. So if that interests you, general admission is $7. That's it. And kids 12 and under are free. So 13 and up, $7. Anybody younger than that, free for you. And it's September 12th, as I mentioned, and it's going to be at the Heritage Museum of Orange County in Santa Ana. And tickets are available on eventbrite.com, and that's BRITE, BRIGHT. We also have the October Village presenting Falloween. So this is, again, it's a vendor market, photo ops, all kinds of fall fun. There's going to be some roaming characters walking around. This is on MacArthur Boulevard in Santa Ana. And they were looking for vendors. I don't know if that's changed. It may have. On their Instagram, they were. So if that interests you, you can see if they are still looking for vendors. They might not be anymore, as I mentioned, since that is very fast approaching, September 4th and 5th. It's about a month away. And they have not released the link to RSVP yet, but will very soon. And it is going to be free to attend, but per maintaining crowd control and CDC guidelines and such, it will be a reserve event. So if you're interested in attending this event, make sure you follow them on Instagram at October Village, and you can stay up to date with events there. And rounding out, and this is maybe something we may want to spend a little time talking about, Norm. I don't know how you feel, but not this weekend, but next weekend, we have Awaken the Spirit. Woo! Our friends over at Midsummer Scream have found a way to keep the Halloween spirit alive in the convention world. This is not Midsummer Scream. It is like Midsummer Scream in the sense that it has some similar aspects. We can see lots of different vendors. They've advertised over 200 vendors. So if you've got any kind of spooky merch desire, you will find it there. I guarantee you. There's going to be all kinds of live entertainment. And there's going to be a presentation stage where we'll learn about what's waiting in the fog and lurking in the dark and in the shadows for us in Halloween 2021. We'll hear from, is it mirrored? Is this how I look at you?
No. Oh my
Oh.
God, my feet is frozen. I was
Shoot.
I was chomping my nails in anticipation.
Oh, I can't see it. You're like totally frozen. Shoot. Well, in anticipation, we're going to see things from Delusion, as we talked about a little earlier, Six Flags Magic Mountain, Winchester Mystery House, LA Haunted Hayride, Universal Studios. And speaking of Universal Studios, guys, they are going to have a special interactive experience there. They've never done anything like, there you are with the, they've never done anything like this before at a convention, to my knowledge. So this is big, and it's Universal Studios, so you know it's going to be high quality. Chef's kiss. It's going to be top notch. You don't want to miss it. Now, here's the bad news. I got to give it to you straight. All the VIP tickets, the weekend tickets, Saturday tickets, those are all sold out. General admission Sunday tickets are all that remain, and even those are low in stock. So if you want even a taste of this spooky fun and all the wonderful surprises they have waiting for you, make sure that you secure your spot now. And I mean, like, as soon as HorrorBuzz Live is over, get on those keys. And you can get those tickets at midsummerscream.org/awaken. Whew.
Am I still frozen?
Yes and no.
Oh, for God's sakes. Okay, wait. So, another thing that you did not mention, and there was a ton to talk about, but that's cool. There is a film coming out this Friday called Faking a Murderer. Faking a Murderer. And, well, there I am, eyes closed. Oh, here. Oh, I'm moving. So it is kind of a parody of the weird, like, true crime, you know, shows that you would see on Netflix. But I caught an early screening of it, and then I was able to go to the premiere last night, and that's why I was not here. And it's just you've got to see it. It comes out Friday, and it, damn it, it's hilarious. If you like Spinal Tap, Waiting for Guffman, with a hint of a little bit of Scream, it's so funny. Um, and let me just show you a few of the pictures. This was actually behind the Egyptian, down in Hollywood, or up in Hollywood rather. Let's see. Where am I? There we are. Okay, so faking a murderer, and we all sat outside, and yeah. Oh, there's my buddy Joshua from Dread Central. He's amazing. The filmmakers, Adam and Stu, they're great. And yes, I kept my mask on because Ms. Delta is still out there. Um, I am not playing. I want my Halloween. So anyway, the film is great. It comes out this Friday, Faking a Murderer, and man, it's funny. It's it's one of those very dry, slow burn improv comedy things, uh, that when it hits, it's like, oh man. So I'm just
Love it. That gives
uh,
that like you said, that gives me very Christopher Guest, Waiting for
oh,
Guffman vibes.
tons, and like running jokes for days. Like, oh, it's so good. It's I cackled the entire time.
Oh,
And yes,
good.
and another thing that has just come out is Mondeo Returns. Mondeo of the Dead was the original film. I think that came out in 2018. But Mondeo Returns is the sequel. There's like weird time jump stuff happening. So yes, it's the sequel, and you don't need to have seen the first one to see the second one. But man, funny, very funny. And I just put my review up there today. Also, I have begun to do my Halloween Horror Nights trackers again. So you can check the YouTube channel, and the first one is up. I'm trying to get out to Knott's to give you guys a quick update, but it's hard. So um, there you go. We have some comments going on. Let's check that out. Um, oh, Nori, Eleanor. Oh, we love Nori. Uh, Thank you for watching, and yes, I wish that you were here too, to go do Delusion with us. Also, Brandy. Okay, if you want to scar your kids at the Museum of Death, I'm down to help with that. And also, if anybody wants to join the HorrorBuzz team, we're definitely looking for people
Mhm.
to review books and video games. Please, fill out the form. I will post it here in the comments, and that's that. I mean,
Oh,
I really.
I do wanna comment on a comment that Steve here has, Steve McCormick. He says, "Come on, Knott's Haunt." And I don't know what that means. What I'm gonna say that it means is that we want it to happen and that they need to announce things faster. Because I know we have the scare zones announced, and they've really been, featuring the Goring 20s, and the video on their Instagram and Facebook and social media pages is really cool. But we want more.
Yeah, I mean, yes. In short, yes. Hold on, I'm pulling up the link for you guys right now because you never get this. Yeah, so yes. Nori, love you too.
No.
Here we are. Um, so I mean, join if you can. And yeah, also just hold tight. Things are in the works. I know everybody's asking about a Knots night or a Delusion night or I can't say anything. My hands and my lips are tied, so I can't say anything. Awaiting word, if you will, as it were. So that's that. In short, just get your damn shot and keep wearing your mask. That's it.
That's it. Simple.
That's it. So, oh, Brandy, she's so sweet. She always gives me a fabulous little birthday gift too.
Oh,
Every year. So anyway, that's that. That's all we got tonight, guys. I mean, it was rather live, wasn't it?
fast and loose.
So, well, listen, sorry for not being here last night, and we will be
For good
back
reason.
next Tuesday. I mean, I brought you pictures. Oh my God! And
So it happened.
Jamie Kennedy was there, and girl, she needs work. That's all I'm saying. So bless her. Okay, so everybody, thank you for watching, and we're plugging along, and please, for God's sakes, just be careful. We want Halloween to be a thing this year. So here we go, and yeah, that's about it. You have anything, Lindsay?
Nope. Stay safe and stay spooky. And Jamie Kennedy, I know people if you need beautification, as Norm is suggesting. So if you're listening, we got you.
Mm-mm.
No? Okay. Forget it.
Okay. Anyway, bye, guys. See you in the fog.